MLS business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world, almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Get a raise of financial wisdom.
All right, guys, we ready to get started. That's our theme song. That's the MLS cryptocurrency theme song. We are going to add a few folks here. Welcome, everybody. We are ready to get started. I know you're excited about what's going on. I'm excited. A whole lot of folks are excited. So let's get to it. Welcome, everybody. Jasmine, Eddie and Lawford, T. Gerard, Apple. I'm gonna mess your name up, Musad. I'm messing it up. I know I am, but you can tell me how you pronounce it. How you pronounce it? I'm trying to unmute you. Unmute yourself. Unmute. Okay, go ahead. Your speakers, turn it up. Your microphone. Not working?
Masood. Is it Masood?
Yeah, it's pronounced Masood.
Masood, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Welcome, yeah. Masood. Welcome. All right, guys. Listen, Donka, Kiana, Wilhelmina, rather. Welcome, everybody. Let's get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen out. I'm excited, man. If you've been seeing what we've been doing. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. I'm gonna start here, guys, with I'm just gonna go to the AGAM side real quick. I just want to show you something. Matter of fact, let's do this first. I'm going to the presentation mode. All right, so right now we are in our mode. Now it's time for passive income. Let me introduce myself. My name is Derry Perkinson. Most of you know me as Wall Street, and I've been around the business a little bit. I'm not important. My name, what I've done is not important. What we got going on is important. In other words, how you start making money for the rest of your life, how do you start building Bitcoin, which is cryptocurrency. If you never heard of cryptocurrency before, just turn on your news channel. Bitcoin is going through the roof. It started at pennies. Now it's worth $6,000 a coin. In April of last year, April 2016, it was $486. I started teaching people about cryptocurrency within our own communities. And it's funny because when we started talking to everybody about what's happening within our communities, I'm going to try to mute everybody out here. Hold on for 1 second. There we go. All right. So what was funny about it is that we had was teaching people about the $486, start getting a little bit of Bitcoin, $50 worth, $20 worth, $100 worth, whatever you can get. And if you spend $1,000 at that time, just $1,000 on Bitcoin and $486, you'll be worth $12,200 today. That's a year and a half ago. So what kind of investment you could put money in with only $1,000 and turn around and make $12,000 today? And the funny thing about it is there's so many other cryptocurrencies that sprouted from this system that's allowing you to make even more money. They believe within the next 5 to 10 years that Bitcoin is going to be worth well over $500,000 to $1 million. Just think about that. One Bitcoin between $500 and $1 million, 500,000 and $1 million. Let me say that right. 500,000 and $1 million. And what we're sharing with you is how to start building a real retirement, passive income, start making money now, building on that with our system, and then actually start building a full retirement, but start enjoying it within 6 months to, the next 2-3 years. You can once find yourself being a millionaire in these days. That's one thing that's totally different from everybody else right now, is that what's been happening in the world today is that people, young kids, and I'm talking about, we pretty much more of an older generation, but the young generation, people in their early 20s or 25, 27, 29 years old, they driving Lamborghinis, they owning 2 and 3 homes, and they never have a job. what's the difference between that generation and what we're doing right now? That generation is they open to new ideas. What we're failing to do as the older generation, we are not keeping up with the new things that's happening with the new ideas about creating cash flow. I'm not going to say money because the money in your pocket is pretty much worthless. What I'm talking about, your money in your pocket is pretty much worthless. So what are you talking about? Because cryptocurrency is growing 10, 20, 30 times faster than inflation. It's outrunning inflation 20, 30, 40 times compared to the dollar that's losing money to inflation. You don't want to keep dollars. People ask me all the time, well, Wall Street, do you want the dollars? No, I don't want your dollars. Send me Bitcoin. I don't want your dollars. I could pay for everything in Bitcoin, Dash, Ethereum, Ripple. These are the new names that's out there. Litecoin. These things are totally different than what your mind concept is about dollars. If you go overseas right now, if you go to Europe, they don't want your dollars. You go to Great Britain, they don't want your dollars. You go to some other countries, Dubai, they don't want no dollars. They don't want US dollars. They don't want it. They want either euros right now, euros, or cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin. The granddaddy is Bitcoin. You got it? So that's what's going on in the world today. And we got to open up our minds to understand what's really going on around us and around the world. So it was funny today. I was looking at, I'm a stock trader. Okay. So I trade the markets almost every day. I don't listen to the rap channels or news. I listen to Bloomberg TV, Fox Business. It was funny today because they got one analyst that's on TV. He's been talking about Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, rocking Bitcoin, and all the other analysts was always like, this is a bubble. It's not going to last. And he said, okay, you keep saying it, but it keeps going up. And then they asked of opinion today. They said, would you buy it today? All of them said, I'll buy. It's just a complete turnaround on the concept about what's really happening. Every time they said it over 150 times that it was going to drop. It was going to be a bubble. It's going to burst. Every time it came down, it went right back up again. So the name of the company we're talking about right now, guys, is called AGAM, Atlantic Global Asset Management, AGAM. The only way that we can get signed up in the program is with cryptocurrencies. These are the 5 different cryptocurrencies we can use right now. The first one's called Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash. This is called Litecoin. This is called Ethereum. This is called Dash. Now, these are only a physical representation of a digital coin. This is nothing. This is digital. Okay, so it's no real tangible thing you can touch. Okay, you can't touch it. This is just coins they made up to let it represent what a digital coin is. You got it? So these are not spendable. This is not something that the actual coin itself, because it's not. This is just a name, and it's giving you an image so that you can associate the digital currency compared to what we're talking about. So it's not tangible. However, it does have intrinsic value, right? You can spend this thing like I could go buy a whole home, a house for 300,000, 500,000 strictly with Bitcoin. And the reason why we can do it, we don't need to use the banks. We can exchange value between one person and another all around the world. It is now borderless all around the world without using a bank, period. Don't need to use banks, no bank fees, no bank wires, no business. You don't have to do none of that. Bitcoin to Bitcoin is out there throughout the entire world. That's the beauty of it. So AGAM is a way for us, the Atlantic Global Asset Management is a way for us to actually start receiving basically, receiving packages that's going to give us a lot more money. And we're getting, instead of us paying the interest, we are compounding interest on our side compared to the other side, right? The old way is we get a bank account, they get our money, they pay us a little bit of money, which is really zero today, and they use the money to compound the interest that they're making. What this company does is allow us to enjoy the compounding of interest on our side. That's why these numbers are going to scare you. These numbers are real. These numbers are paying every single week. So when I start going through this, guys, it's going to sound like it's unreal, but we are making this money every single week, 4 to 7% every single week. So let's get to it. So you have multiple packages or portfolios that we can get into. They start at 90 euros, which is $107 worth of Bitcoin. Okay. We send Bitcoin in, it's going to turn into $107, and then it's going to give us 90 euros. All right. Now, this is the way we get started. We're going to make, in 1 year, we can make 208%. This yellow package is 270, it's about 320. You're going to make 218%. But what we can do is compound these packages and make this money grow a whole lot faster. So it goes from 90 euros, which is about $107, all the way through 5 million. All the way through 5 million. A year ago, 2016, you could not even get in here only at 100,000 or higher. We didn't have these other packages, right? 90, 270, 810. This didn't exist. You could only get started at 100,000 and higher. Okay, so 100,000, 250, 500,000, a million, 2.5 million, and 5 million. Why do people join at these levels? Well, let me give you here's a reason why. Somebody comes in with 100,000, let's say 250,000. In 1 year, they're going to make around 840,000 right here. Somebody comes with $500,000, they're going to make somewhere close to, I think it's like $1.5 million, right? Over here, 1 million, 3.36 million, 2.5 million. It just keeps going higher and higher. Somebody comes with 5 million, they're making 16 million in 1 year. It's ridiculous about the money that you make here. Okay. So we're going to teach you a way so you can start benefiting from this and making some tremendous cash flow over and over and over again. So most people that don't have much money, we can help anybody now, even with $107, just get a package. That $107 over a year's time turns into 1,080. Okay. A year and a half, 2 years, 1,080. Okay. So 90, just one time, just put it in and you press a button and it creates the compounding this money to make more and more cash flow. That's the cool thing about it. Now, on this yellow package, this green pack, rephrase that, the yellow package, it's 270 euros, about $320, right? And it makes between 270 to 100,000 in 182 weeks. That's if you never did anything else. You didn't tell anybody, you kept this a secret, okay? Let's get to the real numbers now. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna open up my own system here so you guys can see a live example of what's going on with this calculator. All right. This is a calculator that they give us so we can, bring our numbers up. We can use it. You get this calculator. We show you how to use this calculator. So I'm gonna give you an example of somebody coming in just with 1,000. Basically, I'm gonna say $900. 900 euros is about 1,000 and a few dollars. Okay. Now, what happens within this? They put in one time, not doing anything else. They're gonna make 32,000%. And how long is going to take? In about 206 weeks, they got $296,000 just off this one-time investment of $1,000. One time. And all you're doing, every time you see this green box on your week, you just log in and press the button, and then you just keep doing it. Every time you see a green box, you press the button in the back office. It's going to compound it until you get to a certain number. And what I always ask people is, how much money do you need right now to pay your bills right now? What is that number? 1,000 a week, 5,000 a week, 20,000 a week, whatever your number is, we can show you how to get it. So while I'm going through this demonstration, I want you to think about your number on how much you need to pay your bills. And then you can start seeing how much you really got to get in to the system to help you get moving in the right direction. Okay. So is that a fair assessment? Let's go ahead and get that done. So for a person that don't have much money, $1,000, a little bit over 1,000, They get down here, and these are the weeks right here. These days are every Friday within a year. Okay. So in 43 weeks, this person made $3,600 at 132 a week now. This is a weekly cash flow. Talking about weekly. Every single Friday is payday. All right. Then you get down here. I'm gonna go down to 10,500. That's week 72. You have 400 a week. 400 a week. This is crazy. Now look, I'm not talking about you put a whole bunch of money in. All you put in was $1,000, which is about 900 euros. Let's bring it up a notch. For the people that got a little bit more vision, I'm gonna say 5,000. Let's talk about 5,000 now. If you're really talking about retirement, I used to be in the military. I did 20 years. Okay, I retired as a master sergeant E8, and I've been building businesses and seeing things like this. And when I start looking at this, I only been in my first month. When I show you my account, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. My first month, it's astounding in my first month. Okay, so 5,000, you're making 3 million, and 207 weeks is 3,356,000. I don't care what kind of business you're in. You're not going to get this from a mutual fund. You're not going to get this from having stock accounts. You're not going to get this if you got insurance policies. You are not going to get this in 4 years to take 5,000 and make it $3 million and never put no more money in 4 years. And you can still pull money out along the way. Okay. So let me give you an example. So here's 5,000 euros coming in, and you want to convert euros into dollars. Let's take 5,000 times 1.17, and then you'll find out what your number is. Okay. 5,000 times 1.17, it will give you the actual number. So I'm scrolling down and I'm going down. I want to look at when it gets to basically $3,000 right there, $3,000 a week. How long did it take that to happen? Now, listen what I said now. I took 5,000 euros, which you times that by the number of dollars, 1.17, and starting week 67, which is 1 year and 52 to 60, 15 weeks, 1 year and 15 weeks, I'm at 3,000 euros a week. I could take 50% if I want to. Let's say 25%. A good number is 25%. I take 25% of this every single week, and I add it to pay toward my bills. Okay. At the same time, this whole thing is still growing. So what can I do? I could take the whole 3,000 this week. The next 2 weeks, the next 3 weeks, I leave that in, and then on the 4th week or the 5th week, I take out another 3,600, and it's still growing. My account is still growing. You got it? Still growing. It's called a 25-75 rule, right? I take every month, I take 1 week out and leave 3 weeks in. So think about this. So you're at 3,000 this week. 5 weeks later, take another 3 weeks, take another 336 out. 5 weeks later, you now at 4,300. 5 weeks later, you at 5,000. It's starting to grow. Are you getting the picture? It's growing, it's compounding itself. And look at your account. Your account is still growing, 120,000, right? If you can leave the funds in here for a year, if you treat this like a real insurance policy, right? What happens with most insurance policies? What happens is every month you get a bill. What you do, you just pay the bill, send the money in, and you pay the bill and you're covered, right? Every month you just pay the bill. Okay, life insurance. I'm talking about life insurance. You just pay the bill every single month. Pay the bill. With this point right here, with those life insurance policies, you know, once you get about, if you got a good insurance policy, once you get about maybe 2 years, 2 to 2.5 to 3 years, you can pull a loan out on your insurance policy, right? Here, you don't have to pull a loan out. They paying you every single week. Every single week. They pay, this money's in your account. You got a choice. Take some of it off, take half of it off, take more than half, take the whole thing off if you want to, and reinvest the other weeks. It's up to you how you want to do it. So here you at, with that same 5,000, you have 5,000, 500,000, rephrase that, 500,000 in 119 weeks. If you just compound it every single week. Once you get to 500 grand, you had 23,000 a week coming in. You could definitely take, 15,000, take the whole 23,000 this week, wait another 4 or 5 weeks, take out the whole 25 or 27,000 on this week. You talking about every month you pulling out 27,000 and more every month. And people are doing this like crazy. Over 8 years, they got 25 fund managers have never lost in the whole 8 years. They have people that are taking out $500,000 on a bonuses, 500 grand bonuses. It is absolutely crazy. United States just got involved in this in 2016, and the people that jumped in it is killing it right now. Yes, we're a little bit late to the party, but guess what? It's still our turn because the money is at work. Here's 137 weeks. If you took 137 weeks, you are now at $1 million. If all you did was reinvest for 137 weeks, you had $1 million. Now, of course, we're not telling you to keep all the money. It depends on what your status is, right? You could take some off. You could purchase some new ones. Let's take it up a notch. Take it up a notch. I just gave you that because I want you to show you what's going on. So what I did, I took 12,000 euros, right? I'm gonna show you how to make 12,000 euros when we done. I'm gonna give you a website to go look at how to make 12,000 so you can put it in there. If you're not scared to talk to a few people, I'm gonna show you how to start making Bitcoin on a daily basis so you can take the Bitcoin from that and put it in this. This is what I did. So here's 12 grand. This is what I did. 79,000%. Okay, only been in a month. This is going on my 5th week right now. 9,207 weeks. Okay, since I've been in for the last 4.5 weeks now, it's been over 500 euros. It's been over 500 euros. 500 euros. 500 euros. It's over 500. I'm just letting you know. Because I invite a few people, I have already pulled out 4,000. And my account is at 16,000. So wait a minute, you only put in 12, you took out 4, and is at 16. That math don't go. Am I right? Am I lying? I put in 12, I took 4 out, and I got 16 that's still working. How is that possible? Because the compounding is working for me. Compounding it, inviting more people, it's growing faster. So look, in 18 weeks, March the 2nd, this is the month, this is the day. So March the 2nd, 2018, I'll be at 22,000. Okay, I'm already at 1,000 a week already. I'm still not ready to take it out. I'm not taking it out right here. I'm letting it go down to about 3,000. Let me give you, make it smaller. Once I get to about 3,000, I'll be at about 70,000 in the account. Okay, maybe close. I might wait till I get to 100, which is on this example, it's going to take a year to get to 100,000. Now, remember what I told you. I'm only been in. I just ended my 4th week. I'm starting my 5th week now. Okay. Let me show how fast this thing is about to grow. So let's go now and look at a real account. And then we're going to come back. So let me go to my Google Authenticator real quick. I'm going to log into my account. Okay. So here's the deal with this, just so you can get a good idea. The only reason why I'm showing you this, because I want to be what they call an open book, showing you everything in here, make it real to you like it's real to me. So I'm going to put this in the Google Authenticator code. I'm logging into the account, okay? Now check this out. So what I was telling you, this is my name, right? Right there, Derry Perkinson. Again, my name is not important. Right now, I put in 12. I put in 12. I took out 4. What's invested? 16.2. Say, wait a minute, you took out 4,000 and is at 16.2. Yes, because I helped build a team. But let me show you these packages that that I have, just so you get a good idea. And these are my packages. Okay, so you go down. These are all the different portfolios you can purchase. Never, ever, ever, ever purchase a standard white package, a 90 euro standard package. The reason why you cannot combine them to create more cash flow with them. Once you buy this package, it's done. It's going to make 280%, around 280% for one full year. You can't add nothing to it. You can't compound it until it ends. And that's all you're going to get. Okay. With these other packages, this white, this yellow, these other packages, what's going to happen is you are able to combine these packages so it compounds itself so it can create more and more profit. All right. This is how you get it done. All right. So let's go down here. So in 1 month, guys, I have 2 red packages, 7,200 a piece. Okay. A third red package will give me a black. Once I get a third red package, once you get about 22,000 in here, it's going to give you a black package, 22,000. Okay. 22,000 allows you to make 1,000 a week. So how fast is that 1,000 compounding, right? Every week you got another 1,000 added to your account. So let's say you start at 22,000. Then once you get that next week, Friday, you got 23,000 compounded. The next Friday, you got 24,000 compounded, making an average of 5%. Let me give you an example. So look at these percentages so you can see what I'm talking about. So when I first got started, I had some packages coming in. This package was, I've been in for a month, but it's only traded for 3 weeks, okay? Because I didn't have this package in my first week. I got in too late, so I didn't get it. So what happened, I made 5%, 5.2% week 1. Week 2, I made 5.1%. Week 3, I made 5.15%. So the whole quarter, so far this whole quarter, 3 weeks, right here, I'm at 15.45% on my money on this one package, right? That's the cool thing about this. Now, these other packages is going to, once you get 3 packages of the same color, it upgrades to the next higher color. It upgrades to the next higher color. That's why it's so cool. So when I'm going to add these other folks to it. I'm doing something in here. All right. Getting other folks in. So the cool thing is, okay, there we go. We in there. So I got all the folks in. So the cool thing is when you have these packages combining with each other, it's going to increase your cash flow weekly. So instead of you just having a white package, now you got a white and green. Now you got 2 greens, 2 greens and a white. Now you got a red. Now you got 2 reds. Now you got 3 reds, which turn into a black. Now you got a black and a red. Now you got 2 blacks, and all of a sudden your money every single week, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Now here's a beautiful thing about it. So right here, every week the money goes in your account. So what I do, I actually compound all the funds that come in this account, and I buy packages with them, and which is creating more and more compounding. You're going to get to your number. Whenever you get to your number, let's go back to your numbers now. Whenever you get to your number, you're going to be ready to start pulling money out on that weekly basis, whether it's going to be 15%, 20%, 25%. You should try to keep 25% in your, each week, keep 25%, or use the 25-75 rule. Take out 1 week, leave it in for 3 weeks, or take out 25% from each week. It all depends on you, how your money is flowing. So let's take it a little bit higher. If you can stretch yourself to get to 25,000, this is when things change in your life. This literally changes your life, guys. So if you got a 401k, IRA account, line of credit, you ready to sell some stuff, whatever you got to do. If you can see yourself getting 25 grand in this system, it's going to get you to what you really need to be. And what is that? Black is where it's at. A black package A black package is where it's at. Why? Because you're making 1,000 every single week. If you wait about 17 good weeks, so you had 24,000. At 17 weeks, you have 50,000, somewhere around 49, 50,000 right there, like 17 weeks. You own close to 50 grand. You just doubled it in 17 weeks. Now you at 2,000 a week. It's good to say, hey, I'm gonna take out 25%, take this out, the whole 2,000 this week, pay a mortgage with it, wait 3 weeks, take out another 25% that week, pay the mortgage with it, right? You're gonna get to a point where you're hitting your number. I don't know where your number is. Your number may be 50,000, your number may be 100,000. I don't know. My number is 100 grand. My number is 100,000. Why? Because I'm making about 4,500 plus a week. I could take out 2 grand, 1,500 a week right here and just do what I need to do. And it keeps growing. It keeps growing, right? And the cool thing is, guys, look how fast you go from 100,000, which only took 34 weeks if you're not building a team. 100,000, look how fast it goes to 200,000. 17 weeks later, 18 weeks later, you had 200,000. They go week 49. How fast it goes to 500,000, just in this example, you already at 500K in 74 weeks, a little over a year, March of 2019, okay? A little bit over a year. But here's the deal. If you start to build a small team, what is a small team? Invite a few people. Like, you know, hey, I'm gonna help you start making money. What do we really do? Are we selling any products or services? The answer is no, we're not selling anything. All we're doing is helping you find a way to start generating more cash flow for you and your family. That's it. That's all we do. We are helping people find a way to cash flow more money in their home economy, your home economy, right? That's the major difference. So when you look at that, now you're ready to take it up a notch. Let's go to 50K. And this is when the numbers really start to explode. And now you're at 50 million right there, 50 million. You at 101,000%. And look how fast you already at 2,000 a week. You wait 17 weeks. You already doubled your account. You have 4,000, 17 weeks. And it just goes from there. See, when you get to 100K, if you can envision yourself getting to 100K, your life is changing. You may not have 100K right now. I get it. I understand what that means. I didn't have 100K either, right? But I know I can get 12. I know I can get 15. I know if I do a little something, if I show you a way to put more money in the account, if you open up your mind, you can find ways to getting yourself to 100K. Once you get to 100K, you're on your way to becoming a millionaire way before your current plan. And most of us didn't have a current plan, right? You didn't have a plan to become financially free. Most people did not have a plan to become wealthy. You had a plan to go to work, retire, and hope you keep getting your retirement check. And notice what I said. I said, hope you keep getting your retirement check. So there are ways in place right now that's going to open it up to you where you can start really building some serious income. So this plan that we're on is completely different what everybody else is talking about. Everybody else is talking about how to sell more products, how to sell more services, how to sell. And guess what? You're not making money if you're not selling. Over here, you're making money because your money is working harder than you. You did your whole life. There's a book out there called The Richest Man in Babylon. Mr. Arkad was the richest man in this whole city of Babylon. Arkad, A-R-K-A-D. And the funny thing was, he said, if you have not learned the lessons to become wealthy, it's your fault because you wasn't listening. You didn't go seek more information. The only thing you did, which what his buddies was doing, his buddies were older gentlemen. They were in their 60s, right? Arkad was 60, 10. That's 70 years old, 10. So what he said to them, he says, you took all this time to be professionals in your art. This guy was a a chariot builder. One guy was play the instruments. You got cabinet makers. Think about where we are today. We got soldiers. We have professional soldiers, right? I was a professional soldier. I didn't understand the outside world. I was in the military. That was it. Then you have people that are lawyers, people that are carpenters, people that are, my brother was a carpenter for 30 something years, right? That's all he wanted to do. And then all of a sudden he's 56 years old, 57 years old. He's saying, wait a minute, I don't have nothing. I have trinkets in the bank, trinkets, a little bit of stuff in the bank. I'm living on meager terms, I'm just barely making it. And the people back then, 5,000 years ago, experienced the same thing we experiencing today, the exact same thing. Not saving any money, not thinking about the future, because all we're doing is working to be the best employee that we can be. And now you're old, you're getting older, you start to think about your future, and you're saying, wait a minute, I'm on the wrong plan. Why is it young kids not having a job, driving around Lamborghinis, got homes, 100,000, 200,000 in the bank, and not stressing on nobody's job? What is the difference? Because they're open to new ideas, what we're doing right now. Guys, I'm going to open this up. These numbers is it's $50,000. I'm gonna do one more at 100K. I just want to show you what that does. 100,000. Okay, for the folks that can do it, to put it in there, to let it grow, to get it to grow like this. You at 109,000%, $109 million, and you're already at 4,500 a week. And before you know it, you get $500,000. That's why I said, what's your number? In 37 weeks. People look at that number and says, I don't know if I can get 100,000. I promise you, I'm getting 100,000, and I don't know how it's coming, but I tell you what, I'm getting it. Okay. It's a difference when you believe in something, and all you need is a belief of a mustard seed. That's all you need. So guys, I'm gonna stop sharing. I want to bring this out. I'm gonna bring our guests on the line tonight, or some of our panelists that's in here, and I want them to give them their stories, talk about it a little bit. We got a few people just got started. I want to start off with Teddy. So Teddy, be ready, because I'm gonna talk to you. I want you to talk about your experience so far, because you just got started, and you know, what are you seeing so far? I'm gonna unmute yourself, Teddy. You go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Yes, I actually got started last week. I think today makes a week I've been in the program. I just took the plunge. Before I did that, I didn't believe it at first. I was very skeptical. And so I called up Derry and I said, Derry, I want to meet you because I want you to explain to me the program. I want to know exactly how everything works. And so I actually drove about an hour and 15 minutes from my house to meet Derry at, I think it was a Panera Bread or something. So he spent 3 hours with me going through every single last detail about the program. It was then that the light bulb came on and I saw that, you know what, I have to get involved in the program. And so I did. And this coming Friday, I'm expecting my first check. And of course, I had to come home and talk to my wife about it and make sure it was okay. But needless to say, I see the vision. I would encourage each and every one of you, if you haven't taken the opportunity to participate in the program, I highly encourage that you do that. I'm a believer. I've invested a substantial amount because I want my financial freedom. I want to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And I want to be able to support my family doing this. In fact, I had a discussion with Derry and I said, Derry, you know, you need help. You can't continue to do these teleconferences night after night after night and doing 2, 3 a day and what have you. I'd be willing to do it. So I think we're going to start doing that soon, maybe once my confidence level gets a little higher. But this coming Friday, I plan to be on the teleconference and I plan to give a testimony that I got my money, I got paid. And again, I can't encourage you all enough. If you have not participated, if you haven't decided to take the plunge, I don't really see the risk. He's actually showed you his portfolio. He showed you how much he's made. He showed it to me as well when we met last week. So I just can't say enough, and I'll just leave it at that.
You muted Wall Street.
I got you. So yeah, I'm sorry. When I was talking to Teddy and the light came, I saw when the light came on. When Teddy's light came on, he said, "Whoa, wait a minute." He said, "Wait a minute, go back." And when the light came on, the numbers like, "Whoa, this is real." I said, "Yes, here it is. It's real. I'm showing you. This is real. It's happening." And we have never experienced anything like this before. We always been on the wrong side of money. Now we on the right side of money. So Walton, I want to go to you, brother. Go ahead and talk to him a little bit about your experience so far, what you've been doing.
Wall Street, it's been fabulous. My testimony is this: I've always been interested in making money, and I share your desire to be independent and not have to work a job and be able to control your time. And for the longest, I'd always tell my wife about this stuff, and she'd be like, and this one here.
You breaking up.
Let Wall Street, explain it to her. And she's so excited about it. And we're doing some things here that we're going to, that's really going to turn everything around for us. Hopefully it'll be this week, because, I want to get it started. So we'll be rocking and rolling for next week. But what we have our hands on, this is what the 5%, hide under their pillow, hide in books, and hide to make sure that the 95% don't find out about. They don't want you. The rich folks don't want you to know about this, because if you learn about this and learn how to make money your slave, that's the end of poor folks in the world. That's the end of middle America. Everybody's going to be rich. So I'll roll it back to you, Wall Street. And, I'm always in the shadows, but, you need to send me those slides, because I think I might have to start doing the presentation too. We got to get this out, man. We got to get it out.
I'm ready. Look, I'm ready. I'm ready for you to go ahead and get going. I'm ready. Yes, sir. Listen, I want to go to listen, we got Billy. Billy, I don't know if you want to talk or not. Billy's out of Philippines. So Billy's been with us, been watching us, what's going on. He's been learning a lot. Billy, if you want to speak, go ahead and unmute your mic. If not, I'm going to go to somebody else. But Billy, I just want you to know something about Billy. Billy's a young man, all the way in the Philippines. The country is not financially free. They're doing a lot in the Philippines. They're growing, but their Asian community is starting to come alive when it comes to cryptocurrency. A lot better than the United States. Think about what I'm saying to you. The Asian community is coming up when it comes to financial freedom. Dr. K is from Jordan. So let me go to Dr. K real quick. Dr. K, talk to him about, because he's part of Asia. I would have felt the test. Dr. K is from Asia because he doesn't look like he's Chinese or anything like that. But go ahead, Dr. K, talk to him. What's going on?
I'm from the west side of Asia. So thank you, Wall Street. Thank you, everyone. When I see all these leaders that come before me and Daddy, Walton, Big Money, and Apple, and Cool Trades, and so on, you know that this is real. These are real leaders, solid leaders, and they are not sitting down for the white or yellow package. They're going all the way to 100,000. So the race is on, Mr. Wall Street. This is a fact, and this is not to be taken lightly. I made 100, 200, 300,000 sometimes a month in the chiropractic profession back in Atlanta, Georgia in the 80s. But it's different world right now. To work hard from 9 to 5, 6, 7 days, practicing with several clinics, having 60 employees, and it's a lot of overhead, a lot of pressure. It takes a toll on you. But right here, in just 2 weeks, I'll be over the 10, 12,000 this week. And it's not that difficult, guys. For those people who really just started, it's not that difficult. And I did not want to put the big money like some of you, but it's gonna make it big money. Today we upgraded several of our leaders into different packages. I have maybe over 50 Filipino leaders in my team that are brewing and putting things together. We are excited because the system is backed by a solid MLS Bitcoin Club, MBC, with a starter fee of $80, $90 to be a member, to learn, to educate you and everyone around the world 24/7. The knowledge that Wall Street put together, it will take you a year to go and look it up on Google. That's all in your back office. And that's how I'm selling it. That's why I'm bringing back people in the starter level. It's not that difficult. And that way people feel solid. They are not lost. Some people lost a lot of Bitcoin in other companies. One lady even reminded me tonight, remember we lost this and that? I said, listen, when you get divorced, what do? You go and look for the next one. Or the next one, or the next one. So with backbone of MLS Bitcoin Club, that's solid. It's not gonna go anywhere. Like he keeps reminding me, Wall Street, zero risk. I'm not going anywhere. And he's right. I went to see him in Moro, Georgia. And he's real, guys. And he came to see me a couple of times in Florida. So put your people there. That will give them a lot of strength, because that money is going to go to where? Questra or AGAM, and the AGAM money can go there and go up. So it's back and forward. It's amazing if you see the long-term vision, not the short-term vision. And like Walton said, it's the 5% or 3% of the population who control the rest of the population. They have long-term vision. They have risks they take, just like Thaddy and Walton and all the leaders here. So it's real. I'm getting paid, and it's amazing. Thank you, Wall Street. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, leaders. Welcome to the greatest opportunity on earth.
I appreciate it, Dr. K. Thank you. I want to go to one of the young ladies out here named Kiana. Kiana, you ready to talk today? Hey. All right, let's talk to Kiana. Kiana's a young lady, guys. She's an up-and-comer. Basically, she's going to be an up-and-comer millionaire. That's what's about to happen. So go ahead and talk to her, Kiana, because you've been in a little bit right now too. Let them know what's been going on. Tell them how old you are first, and let them know what your dreams are, what you're about to accomplish.
Oh, we're about to go get these millions, and I'm 25 years old. I just sold my car to get a $2,400 package. So I'm working with that right now, but everything I got is going right into it. Getting more jobs, got to get it in there.
Yeah, tell them how long have you been in it, and then what you've been experiencing so far working with your team and your leader right now.
Oh, well, my team is incredible. I'm on the team with Rondo, and he smashes. It's incredible to see, because witnessing it is like, okay, I'm on my way. That's where I'm going. So it's beautiful. I've been in for about a month now, so it's beautiful.
And what did you start with when you first got started? Where were you?
When I first started, I started with a 90.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
When I saw it work, I said, "Oh no, we gotta go harder."
Got the vision. Got the vision. Awesome. All right, I appreciate it. Appreciate it, Kiana. I'm gonna go to Rondo since she said Rondo. Apple is his name on the chart, but he is the actual leader. What's happening right now? Rondo, talk to him, baby. Let him know where you at right now. Talk to us.
Oh no, it's going real big time on a massive level, to the point where I was told this was coming our way a year and a half ago by my uncle, Dr. Phil Valentine. So whoever's seen Hidden Colors, that's Dr. Phil Valentine, the world-renowned metaphysicist, my family. So we get a lot of privy information. Point is, we've been smashing in it. Out of the 23 people that came in from the RIP, 17 of them are millionaires now, and it took less than 11 months.
Wow.
Now that's the initial. So that spoke volumes as just to what the hell was going on, because a lot of people still didn't understand what it really was. And of course, skeptic. You know, I lost a lot of money last year. I lost over 110,000 just in Gladio Coin. So there was a lot of money that a lot of people lost. So when anything come along like this, don't nobody want to believe nothing like this is real. Cool, don't believe it. What you can do is do your due diligence. So I sat there and I was perceiving everything going on with my guys telling me about it. So I was like, it's a no-brainer for me. Now, coming up in 2020, they're going to be opening up offices in the United States. Now it's on. Because there's a lot bonuses inside of your AGAM. There's a lot bonuses inside of, your Equestra. You're going to unlock these bonuses when you sign your NDA, disclosure. And there's other bonuses that are locked that you're going to find out what I'm talking about when you get a chance to actually have it. If you choose to do the office and get one, which you will, there. I already know how we get down because I'm definitely getting one. That bonus goes directly in the second you sign your NDA for your own Equestra, your AGAM office. So that's super big. The other thing is simply all we have to do now, the same way I've been doing with the youngsters and everybody else that's in this. I give them one email and I give them everything from what is blockchain, what is Bitcoin, from the top down. I acclimate them to exactly how they can process it. The average person, over 85% to almost 95%, don't know nothing about Bitcoin. So when I send out the email, I have everything there. And I have all the big wigs talking about it, whether it's Bill Gates or your boy that owns Virgin. What's your man's name?
Sir Richard Branson.
Richard Branson, yeah. So these are people that they're not going to listen to us. Oh, yeah, we the brothers. They don't listen to brothers. They listen to that white man. No problem. No problem. Let the white man tell you. I have no problem with that. Either way it go, it's real. So now people are acclimating to it. On Facebook, it's going crazy now. I couldn't get, MLS. You know how I smashed with MLS. But even on that, I couldn't get as many people to listen through Facebook. I got people every day on my damn Facebook, every day telling me, Rondo, bro, how I get in on this? And that's why that team is flying now. So all y'all got to do is acclimate the people with the knowledge of what this is first. They're not going to be able to debunk it. So you're going to give them everything they need so they don't have to be on the internet trying to surf and find all kind of bullshit information, excuse my French. But that's the truth. You want to give them the truth so that they are now in the right position, right frame of mind to do exactly what we do, and that's become wealthy.
All right, guys, listen, I appreciate you, Rondo. Hey, one thing I want to say is, guys, listen, we're going to finish it up. We got a lot of things happening. All you have to do is get back with the person that invited you tonight. We on YouTube. This is live. So share the YouTube stations, share the video out there. I'm going to post it in the Facebook group. You guys are more than welcome to share it. I appreciate all of you getting on the line with us tonight. Get back and start your package, even if it's only a white package with 90 euros or $107. If you need Bitcoin, we can help you get Bitcoin. Guys, we are rocking this thing. If you want to be a millionaire, like I am right now, no offices, I'm in my basement, on my way to $1 million, in my basement, chilling every single day for the last 10 years. I have not had a job in 10 years. Guys, this is awesome. I love it, what I do. You guys take care. God bless. We talk to you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Take it easy.